Hello and welcome to another episode of the Mass Devlogged. This is Devlog number 9 and number 9 and like the Beatles song, you know? And this is gonna be a long one. I'm gonna be talking for like 25 minutes. So enjoy the ride. If you've got 25 minutes, if you're doing something like working or something, definitely put it on the background, and follow along. I'm not sure what I'm gonna talk about yet, but yeah, let's just get started. As you can see here, I am working on a cover. It's a cover. It's a painting of a bird that's native to Puerto Rico. The bird is called Reinita. Like Little Queen would be the accurate translation, I guess. And yeah, it's like a yellow and black bird. It's very pretty. It sings. It's very nice, and we have a ton of them here. I actually have some birds, like this one that like hang out at my house, and that's very cool, right? We live in a place in an environment that is very one with nature, and even though we're like in a city, we still try to like keep that connection going because it's very important to be connected to nature. And this is actually a coloring book page or cover for a little book that I made with a friend about all the birds in Puerto Rico, and I suggest you pick it up. It's on Amazon. Just like look up Birds of Puerto Rico or my name, Antonio Luis Rodriguez Padilla. That's my full name as an author, as a self-published Amazon author. And yeah, it also this image also contains flowers that are endemic to Puerto Rico. Very pretty flowers with a bunch of colors. Um, I think I'm talking maybe a little bit too loud, but yeah, that's what we're doing here. I am actually at this stage, as you can see, I am flattening out the colors. I'm recording with Panopto, so no more artifacts, thankfully. What else? Yeah, so I don't know. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. Christmas just passed. Santa was very good to me, and I'm very thankful for that. He got me a VR headset, and I've been very much into the metaverse. And I started minting NFTs. I know it's like crazy, right? Uh, you're probably gonna be like, "Oh, I don't want to think or talk about NFTs and all that. It's all over the place." But honestly, I suggest you listen for a second. If you don't know what an NFT is, it's an abbreviation for the word or for the phrase non-fungible token, and that basically means like digital or virtual collectible. That's like the easy definition. And but if you have that in mind, just realize that with the things like Oculus Quest coming and becoming much more easier to purchase because it's cheaper. It's way cheaper than what it used to be. A lot more people are gonna start wanting to live this virtual life and have this virtual life, right? Where you can play games, meet other people, exercise, have a whole nother life on top of the life that you currently have, right? A lot of people are gonna have that, and they're gonna have their little houses in the virtual world, and it's gonna be a very interesting cross-platform environment for people in the coming years. And one of those things that has slowly sprouted is this opportunity for artists to make NFTs for this new world and environment, and virtual reality. And there's good things and bad things about this. I'm the first to know because I do my research. I don't like to jump into the next fad. I like to take time, read up on stuff, and see what's like actually happening in the art world. And NFTs do not seem to be going away anytime soon. The reality is that they're only gonna keep getting bigger and keep growing. And if you're smart and respectable about your art, this is a new opportunity for you to try. It is nothing more than a new opportunity that if you already are making digital art, you should definitely like look into. Um, but the opportunity is that you can sell your paintings, animations, movies, music, anything really, as a one of a kind digital unique token, right? That you can purchase, move around, and people can sell for other currencies. Or, in my case, right, I sell them for Harmony Ones using the Harmony One protocol with the Da Vinci platform. Um, and people purchase those paintings in with a Harmony One token, which is a cryptocurrency. So like other cryptocurrencies is it goes up and down in value depending on things like supply, demand, news, all those things. How much it's growing, all those things like the stock market. So, but you purchase this with like a token, right? And when you purchase those paintings, the price of the paintings go up in two ways, right? They go up by me making more art, which is a giving. I'm always gonna make more art, especially because this is what I do. This is my life. Love this, and I'm growing every day, so I'm only gonna get better, and my paintings are gonna become more valuable as I keep growing in time and making more art and all that. Um, so you can purchase those paintings. Those paintings are gonna go up in value that way, and then the other way is by trading, because you can like a normal painting that you buy at an auction or something. You can sell that at a higher value to somebody else, right? Or auction it off in another market. Whenever you need that cash liquidity, I guess. So so you can do that, and that also goes in value in that regard. And then the third option actually is because the coin just goes in value, or it goes up or down depending on the platform and all that. But Harmony One seems to be like a very new platform that is becoming very powerful. Things like proof of stake make it so that it does not hurt the environment as bad, like very much less than anything like proof of work with Ethereum. So it's a good thing to think. It's a good I think what people would call it in the crypto market would be to be bullish about Harmony One, um, because it's a Harmony it's growing, and it's something that has a lot of potential. And I chose that specific platform because I am very environmentally conscious, and I would not like to hurt the environment just to make a couple bucks. So I went with a proof of stake platform in the blockchain, or blockchain platform, I guess. Um, that is proof of stake, which means they don't use like data mining machines. So things like data farms that hurt the environment with the amount of electricity they generate. Then, you know, it's less hard on that environment like that. So that's a good thing. And then the other thing is that it's accessible, because things like minting NFTs on Ethereum's with OpenSea, um, you gotta pay a lot of gas fees. You gotta pay a ton of like money just to get your NFTs in there in the market, right? And that's not very friendly for people that are starting out, or people that are like, I'm very careful of where I put my money and my art and my name and my work, so I need to read up on stuff. And I thought for a moment to like get them on OpenSeas, get some of my work on OpenSeas, right? But the prices were just too crazy, too crazy to gamble. Like we're talking about $200 for every minting price, which means like the thing here is this, right? The larger the cost of minting, the higher the price of the NFT has to be in order to sell and make a profit. Otherwise, you're just gambling money. Well, not gambling, you're like just throwing it away. So the best thing for that is to like jump on something like DaVinci, which costs nothing. It does not hurt the environment. I'm sure it does something. Like everything that generates electricity actually harms the environment, which should be solar powered, but we're not. But in comparison to other markets like OpenSeas and Rarible and all those things that work on Bitcoin and Ethereum or proof of work blockchains, then it hurts it much less than that. So yeah, I highly suggest that you check out that. It's DaVinci.gallery, and yeah, check that out if you're into NFTs. That's something to definitely check out. I guess that's like a lot of info that I wanted to say about NFTs. Maybe I want to talk about some projects that I'm working towards the NFT thing, and where they come from, right? Because let's start with the generative art project. So I started seeing the NFT craze going on and everything like that. And I'm a developer too, right? So I make games and all these apps and stuff. And I was seeing all this generative art of people like they draw like 10 assets, put them together, and try to make different combinations and sell each piece as a different unique artwork, right? And I was like, kind of sucks. That looks awful. I bet I can do that like in 20 minutes. And check out what I did. I sat down and I programmed this app, right? And it's an app. It's a thing that I made in Flash, that takes all these elements and creates a new piece of art. and I made three NFTs with that, and I put them up there. Already sold one of them. Definitely gonna sell the other two in no time. So after that, I was like, okay, so this makes random, unique art from a database of assets, predetermined positionable assets. It also changes the color of the assets randomly. So you can have all sorts of variations of colors. And I was like, oh, you know what would be awesome if I did with this, right? Because now I have the general engine for it. So what I want to do with it is create like randomized RPG character portraits. Um, just random, right? So I'm gonna sell those. I'm gonna make like 20 or maybe 10. I'm not sure, but each one of us of those is gonna actually have with it the source or the game, the thing, the app thing that you can make different character portraits with. I'm gonna sell that, right? In the If you buy the NFT, you can download the thing I used to make them. I'm only gonna sell like 10. I don't care what happens. Um, as long as other people like, I'm gonna like write a thing. If you buy it, you can only mint on DaVinci and stuff. Cause I don't. I really do not support people getting money and destroying the environment. It's messed up. In the regards that you keep adding to it, because crypto trading is always going to happen. It's like a stock market. I'm okay with the stock market. I'm okay with crypto trading in terms of trying to like move your economic or financials towards like financial, uh, I don't know, self control or uh, uh, financial freedom, on your own terms and not have to work thousands of hours a day to die and then, not make anything and not live your life because you don't have any money saved off or invested or anything like that. Make your money work for you, even if that means cryptocurrencies. Because I know that the people that their life, like it's the pyramid of Maslow, if you can't get, financial stability and feel secure about that, you can't think big and change the world. So I'm all for the cryptocurrency market, but as an artist, we have like this responsibility to consciously make things that improve and help the environment, right? So I'm keeping my minting NFTs to just DaVinci for now. Probably other marketplaces that are still proof of stake, eco-friendly. I like the eco-friendly NFT kind of idea, and I'm gonna keep it to that, and I'm keeping my minting slow for each project, right? So I can make thousands of projects, that's okay. But like instead of 10 projects, 20, like I don't know, 100 of images for one project, I'm just gonna give it to like 10, 20. The first one is only three. Maybe the next set of NFTs that I'm gonna do, comes from the generative art project, because that's the one that really gets me into trouble, I think, because I can make so many of them just like in 5 seconds. If I wanted to do that and just sell each one for like $1, I could make that happen and become fucking, I don't know, like get thousands of dollars just selling like one of them for like $1. I could do that, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to like flood the market. I want each piece to have its own value and to let people that like to that's like my way of saying thank you to the people that actually purchase their things. And one of the purchases is a friend, so I don't want to lose them money. And I bet other people that are gonna buy these things from me are gonna be friends, and family members, and people that I care about, and so I don't want them to lose their money, and I don't want to like be greedy and flood the environment with all these NFTs that make no sense and just it's just like two or three things that suck. I know the first couple of NFTs that I just did, they don't suck, of course, but it's the same thing. It's a generative art project. The thing with the generative art project is that we're not I'm not selling you the image, right? I'm not trying to sell the NFT as the image. The NFT is the update to the project, right? So every time you buy into the project, you're getting that. And at some point, I'm going to start releasing the playable thing, right? And people that want to make NFTs can make them with this thing. So that's very cool. I think I'm very excited to do that. I'm going to keep working on it, create this character things. And the thing is, though, once that goes live and the character thing goes live, right? People that buy it, not only NFT collectors or NFT makers that want to use it can use it, but like, huh, like people that want to make games and stuff can use it. Because if you're a developer of an RPG and you just want to get some assets in there, you have this. thing, this app thing that you can use. I'm gonna put it up like I'm gonna let 5 people download it, just like 5 people download it, and then at some point I'm gonna let other people download other aspects of it. But like at some point too, I want to make it like a free kind of thing for it, so that people can just play it and learn about the project and see that it's not just um NFT make money kind of thing, but actually like improve the whole environment as a whole, not just the global environment and the trees and stuff, which we are gonna talk about that soon because I have another project. This is the good thing about the opportunities that NFTs allow us digital artists to engage in. But like, hear me out. So that the environment of gaming, right? Because if you are an RPG maker or you just need character portraits and you get this thing and or just gets your ideas flowing with like different portraits that looks at somebody and you can like make a story out of that, that's gonna be awesome, right? So why wouldn't I want to make that for other people? And then you know you by buying these things, you support me as an artist and as a developer, so that's very good. That's kind of like your token of thank you, man, for supporting this. And then the bigger aspect of the whole thing is that like people are going to be able to use it, and the first people that get it will be like beta testers, and you get that because you bought into it at the beginning, right? um but that's like enough with the generative art project. I got a lot of ideas for that. I know what I'm doing. It's going to be very interesting, and like the next couple of updates are going to be all RPG centric. So I'm going to start making the assets. I already have all my sketches in. I'm just going to start like placing it, playing around with it, getting it as good as possible. Um, before I start minting those 20 NFTs that are going to be for that project. And after that, people can just make whatever they want to make and do whatever we want, like commercial license free. Just the thing with the Harmony One thing, right? Like if I find that, I'm gonna put a like I'm gonna make some disclaimers and stuff. And if I see that on another market, like I'm gonna have you take it down. I don't know how, but we're gonna have you take it down. Um, so that's a thing. What else? I guess what else? What else can we talk about? Okay, so the other thing with the NFTs, right? Which I was talking about was the helping the environment thing, right? Because with great power comes great responsibility, and I think with great money comes great donations, right? So I'm in the process of making on top of the generative art project, right? I'm making 3 other pieces. These other pieces are not generative art. This is not just click a button and it randomizes it. No, these are actual like moving paintings that I've executed and created and painted already, hand drawn, hand animated, with a little touch of music from Timber Festival Sound Forest Library. Um, and these images are eco friendly. They're very pretty, and they're created. They're gonna be at first. I'm gonna sell them for like $200 because I want to set the idea, not the idea, but like set the lowest point of those paintings at $200. Because after that, I want to auction them off starting from $200, right? And like right from the beginning, we're gonna be giving 20% to of all the profits to different charities, right? That are inspiring the paintings. I got already 2 finished paintings. I don't know if to call them paintings or I think multimedia project is or multimedia painting is a good idea for it because it's an animated picture with like a little environment, and it has music and it has video editing on top of it, and it loops, and all of it is hand animated, hand drawn, by me, of course. And it looks very pretty. It looks very pretty. It's like a thing that you stare at, and I just imagine it in a museum or something, just like in a big screen, just and you just see it, and it's very pretty. It's a little loop for like 40 seconds, and it's like, oh wow, and then the music just like makes you relax while you look at it. I think it would be awesome for anybody that wants to get into that and help the environment because I'm gonna be like I said, I'm gonna be donating 20% of the profits to that. Um, and also not nothing's written yet. I don't know how this is gonna move. I want to see what happens. But I'm also considering the idea of the royalties get like if at that point it happens, I might I don't know. Right now I'm taking 10% on royalties on the first 3 um, NFT projects that I did. After that, I don't know what's gonna happen with these auction pieces, but if if it goes the first and the this first sale, because I have a couple of ideas for charity stuff, which I want to talk about soon in a moment. But depending on how it goes, I'm gonna raise the royalty rate and get a percentage to the charities as well. throughout every sale of the painting, right? So that would be very interesting. You get that initial 20 from the profit and whatever comes from each royalty afterwards. I think that would be very cool, you know, to do to consistently like um patronate or patronage. I don't know how to say it, but like to give money to these different charities, I think is a good idea. Consistently, you know, even if they sell or whatever, all those things, all those moves, depending on how it goes, right? I don't know how it's gonna go, but I hope it goes well. The other thing is after that, probably I already did those three things. We're gonna be donating. The first two paintings are done. But the three charities have been picked. It's actually four charities. The first charity is Plant a Tree Foundation. We're gonna help plant trees. The second charity is a psychedelic research one. And the third charity is a butterfly conservatory. And then the fourth charity is a global warming charity. You know, so we're gonna do those four charities at first with those three paintings. We're gonna sell the first three of them at $200, and afterwards, next when we're done with that and we move on to the next thing, um, we're gonna be doing paintings about addiction. I have a friend. I loved him very much. I'm gonna open up here in this YouTube video. I'm gonna open up about it a little bit. He died of addiction. Sucks, of course. I mean, he died of an overdose. It sucks, and I don't want people to go through that. It sucks even more for the people that you leave behind. You know, so we have I think it's six paintings that I sketched them up when I was in college. Very interesting. We used to hang out a lot back then. I'm sure he inspired it in some way, and maybe all of this, you know, this is just an opportunity for me to like uh, embrace this. Is a thing that it hurts me. I loved him a lot. It hurts me every day. So this is a thing of me like closure, and I think it's a good thing that I can do to other people to help bring awareness and help in my own way, right? And so after we finish those first Creek to Fort Charities collection painting, we're gonna move on to the addiction paintings. I sketched like six or eight. I don't remember the number right now, but like sketches of these heads that are like the the metaphoric personification or drawing or whatever of different addictions and substance abuse and psychedelic abuse and things like pills and money and food, all those abuses, things that you know are addicting to us. And I'm gonna paint them up real nice, like this kind of painting quality, like really proper paintings, beautiful paintings, and we're gonna sell them. We're gonna auction those off, and the money that comes out of it will be again given to different charities. Although this time it would be around very hard issues, things like poverty and violence, domestic violence, and sexual abuse and things like drug abuse, all those things. You know, we're gonna get that money. We're probably gonna up the royalties from 20 to like I don't know 25, 30. I'm not sure yet, but you know that's something that's gonna happen in the coming year. I've had these sketches for so long, you know, and it's my way of letting go of what happened to my friend, you know, and coming to terms with it. I have songs about what happened to him. It's a thing that like really hurts me to this day. I love him very much, you know, and it was hard. So I whatever happens, you know, even if the auction is like $10, we're still doing it for a good cause. I think it's a good thing. All of it. I think we're doing it in a good way. I took the time to research, find a platform that was eco-friendly, something that actually made me feel good. I've had these plans for a long time with the NFT stuff, so you know it's good that I didn't rush into it. I talked to my parents, my family about it. Talked to a lot of people, different people about it, and landed on a good platform that I think is good. It's starting out. It's less than a year old. You know, I don't know what's gonna happen from here. There's other platforms that are also eco-friendly, so maybe we'll move towards that. You know, those other eco-friendly platforms as the time goes on, or whatever. Or if this one comes down, but um, just know that I'm always going to be in the eco-friendly, um, you know, environment with the NFTs, and I'm also going to be embracing new technology. If I get my head around it, and it's something that I feel passionate about, which I do, and you're going to see that with the murals I've been making in the VR world, which are also going to be sold as NFTs. You know, one of a kind. You get the mural, and at some point, if you know, the metaverse allows us, you know, and Facebook gets wind of this idea, but if they allow me to paint murals in the metaverse, I'll be painting murals in the metaverse. And whoever bought the mural when it was an NFT, I'll paint it on your wall. On your virtual wall. That was 25 minutes of talking. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for everything you do for me. And yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you do. See you on the flippity flop. Peace.